I found when we were same-sex marriage, equal marriage as we call it, was being introduced, there was some very nasty stuff in the press, very upsetting to read.
Well, the media is a very, very powerful tool, and with power comes great responsibility. I know I'm quoting Spider-Man here, but it is true. It's a very, very powerful medium, and sometimes I think people believe exactly what they are fed through media, through tabloid, through press, and TV, and sometimes radio as well.
Occasionally I read the Daily Mail, just when I'm passing in WH Smith, and there's usually something in there that's quite offensive. But over the years you learn to develop a thicker skin and you can deal with it. And obviously we have freedom of speech in our press. But like Karl Marx said in the 1840s, until such time that everybody has a share in the press and not just very wealthy people, then we're not going to actually get a proper dialogue.
The most worrying thing I think in the media is the tabloids, where they go for a specific audience, and it's just so hateful and hurtful when they describe transgender people as just men in dresses and frocks. They have absolutely no clue, and it comes across as so arrogant that they feel that they know what's inside somebody's head. They don't seem to care what gender dysphoria is and the struggles that transgender people have to go through. All they think of is that there can't possibly be men who can be women, and that I just find that really difficult to take.
I think the problem arises because the people that choose to actually portray trans people maybe aren't the right people to portray them. They're the ones that are wanting to go out there and hog the limelight. I am trans, I'm this. Actually, that's just a small segment of society, of the trans community. An awful lot of people go out there, get on with life and just get on with it.
I feel like people like me, as in people of colour, especially people of colour of LGBT+, aren't really well represented in the media at all, and it's funny because people think that they're handing it to you as in like it's something that you should feel grateful that they're doing, but it really, if you want to have a representative society, which we're a multicultural society, no one can deny that, no Englishman can, so we're a representative society, so the media should reflect that, but it's not, and it's finding ways to offend people even though there's plenty of people to choose from to help them discuss issues like race and gender and religion far better than it does.
I think they have a responsibility to make sure that they report crimes or any alleged crimes responsibly, especially when it comes to minority communities. It does affect them very much because just having a headline which exposes either a faith group, a minority faith group, or an ethnic origin or place of birth, it kind of puts the whole community in the spotlight, and more often it then intimidates those people, individuals who want to kind of perpetrate crimes against these communities because of other reasons, and they kind of have this negative perception already of these communities, and these headlines don't help at all in terms of positive communication. It actually makes a very negative impact on these communities, and far-right groups as we know it are always kind of targeting minority communities, especially the Muslim community or the Pakistani community, Asian communities in general. We've had a lot of attacks on mosques just because the terrorist attack was claimed to be a Muslim. We've had people in the community beaten up, women, children. So many violent attacks have taken place because a particular description was given by the press, by the media, and that kind of needs to be stopped.
No, I don't think the press represent me as a young black man at all. Living in the area of Bristol, it would be good to see positive black people on the front of the local newspapers, showing what they've achieved within Bristol and showing the positivity that Bristol are producing, like on the music scene, on the drama scene, local people generally doing a good thing within Bristol, as opposed to just putting a negative light on it all the time. I think, yeah, so radio-wise, TV-wise, it's good because it would help young black people, young Asian people, young Somali people, everyone within Bristol, if they see people of colour on TV, on radio, representing our race, our culture.